hashtag win something cool. Now, everyone, I know that it has been a long and exciting day of all things MapleStory.
What is up, everybody?
Now, how many of you?
My last stream cut out, so we are back watching MapleCon LA 2025. They're about to release MapleStory Classic. It's gonna go insane, so make sure you're subscribed. Let's go.
Again, show of hands, let's take a look at just how this blast from the past is being developed for the modern era. Please put your hands together for Classic World developer Inkwell!
All right. Hello, Maplers. Are you having a good time so far? Yeah? Yeah, we met in the previous session, but let me introduce myself again. I'm Hanbyul Oh, and I've been overseeing Western MapleStory since last year. You might know me as Inkwell. In April, we shared a video celebrating Global MapleStory's 20th anniversary. In it, we introduced some meaningful content that the Western MapleStory team has been working on. By that I mean Global MapleStory Classic World. Now that before I dive into details, I thought some of you.
Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna be reacting to the live showcase of Classic World at MapleCon LA Fest 2025. So let's get straight on into the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's go.
Might not be familiar with Classic World, so I prepared a short video. Let's take a look. As you saw in the video, Classic World had its first reveal in this April, followed by two-play test. Today, we are excited to finally present it to you here at MapleCon 2025. Some of you may have even played it for today yourselves already, but we would like to officially introduce the Classic World and explain step by step the things many of you have been curious about. Now then, let's start with why we decided to create Classic World. I think it can be explained in two main points. First, for a long time, many of you have voiced the wish for an official Classic version of MapleStory. As we listen to that feedback, we came to see just how many Maplers loved the MapleStory of their childhood and still cherish those memories. Second, we want to create something in Global MapleStory that even more people could enjoy together. Of course, many players are still playing, but those who are not already familiar with MapleStory may feel that it can be a little bit difficult to get into for now. So we thought it would be good to prepare new content that is simplified and more accessible to introduce MapleStory. And that happened to fit very well with the spirit of a classic game experience. With that in mind, we set out to create new content that can achieve both of these goals for global players, and that's how we got Global MapleStory Classic World. But as you may know, there have already been many games over the years that claim to be classic MapleStory. So why is Nexon creating Classic World now? The reason is we want to create a classic version that not only revives the unique gameplay and nostalgia of old MapleStory, but also fulfills the vision Western Maplers have for it. To make this possible, we brought in members who had worked on the early development of MapleStory, and we set up a development team in the US to work closely with our team in Korea and thus strengthen our development power. With all of this in place, we believe now is the perfect time to take on Classic World. Now that I have briefly explained why we decided to take on this project, I would like to share in more detail what kind of game Classic World will be. Old MapleStory remains a good memory for many players. However, at the same time, it had issues that led many players to step away at some point. Some of you here may already have a few of those issues in mind. Therefore, I want to let you know that Classic World will not be a one-to-one copy of early MapleStory. We're going to add improvements and new content so it still feels fun to play even today. Thank you. We are reviewing the old elements of a game one by one and deciding what to keep and what to change. Our goal is to hit the right balance to deliver the classic game you want to see. In addition, with Classic World, we want to tell the stories that we didn't get a chance to tell back then for one reason or another. So rather than calling Classic World as a simple revival of the old MapleStory, it would be more accurate to call it as a kind of a remake. So some of you might be worried that it'll drift too far from being a classic if it isn't a simple restoration. But there's no need to worry. To explain why, let me walk you through the three core pillars of Classic World. The first is the origins. Returning to our origins to faithfully bring back and highlight the parts of old MapleStory that players loved. The second is evolution. Fixing the things in old MapleStory that felt inconvenient or unfair to evolve the dated parts of the game to feel more player-friendly. The third is beyond. Going beyond the foundation. We want to tell the unfinished stories of old MapleStory and introduce brand new content as well. I fear even that explanation, it may feel a little abstract still, so allow me to invite our lead game designer, Nemi, to the stage so she can walk us through how these pillars are actually being applied in the game. Nemi, please join us on the stage. Let's welcome her with a round of applause. Nemi!
Hello, my name is Mi Young-woo, and I'm also known as Nemi. I wonder if there is anyone who will remember the NPC named Nemi in Ludibrium who used to ask players to deliver lunch boxes. I'm really happy to be able to meet you all here for the first time on such a meaningful occasion. All right. To quickly introduce myself, I joined Wizard in 2001 when it was first founded in Korea as one of the early members. From then until 2006, I was a part of all the early development of MapleStory as the lead game designer. Of course, I was also there in May 11, 2005, when Global MapleStory officially launched. After that, I took part in several other projects, such as MapleStory 2 and MapleStory Wars. Then last year, Hanbyeol invited me to join the Western dev team. I have been design lead for Classic World ever since. it means a lot for me to have the opportunity to rebuild the game I first worked on 20 years ago. So now, I'd like to go into more detail about the core pillars that Hanbyeol just introduced. All right, let's talk about origins first. Before I go into the details, let's watch a short video together. As you just saw in the video, Classic World will focus on 4 main elements to carry on the spirit of early MapleStory. The first is nostalgia. The intro of the game is like stepping into a storybook of heroes. When you add in the background music, it becomes the image that symbolizes the very beginning of MapleStory. To capture the nostalgia, we are faithfully bringing back the world with Victoria Island as the center, along with its maps, music, monsters, and quests. The next element is adventure. One of the charms of early MapleStory was the many hidden areas and fun little discoveries scattered throughout the world. Take Peak Beach, for example. A hidden map that was tricky to find and filled with dangerous monsters, yet still a very popular hunting spot. There were countless places that sparked a sense of adventure like that 3 Dungeon of Elenia, 24-hour mobile store of Antonio, Sleepy Dungeon, Mushmouth of someone else's house. We are bringing them back as they were to create a world full of things to explore. The third element is social. Playing together with so many other players was a huge source of fun in early MapleStory. There were so many ways to enjoy the game together. Hunting in a party, the black sack, party quest, the free market, minigames, GM events, and the drop game. Yeah. So Classic World may have a slower pace of gameplay and progression, but we want to faithfully recreate the experience of hunting, chatting, and connecting with other players. And lastly, we can't forget about the cosmetics. From the very start, MapleStory was designed to be a social game. Of course, cosmetics were a core part of that experience. Players could visit the beauty salon to change their hair, face, or skin tone and use a wide range of items to create their own unique style. To start, we are going to restore items that existed in the early days, and we plan to gradually expand with even more options over time. So far, we've talked about value from early MapleStory that we hope to carry into Classic World. Now, let's move on to what we plan to improve from early MapleStory experience. Classic World, we improve on the early MapleStory experience in 3 key ways. The first is balance. In early MapleStory, there are parts that felt unpolished or even unreasonable. This caused problems like HB washing, certain jobs being too difficult for beginners, and some jobs performing far weaker than others, leading to balance issues. Classic World is taking an active approach to fix these problems. The next improvement is upgrade. Early MapleStory was built for a resolution of 800 by 600, which would cause all kinds of issues on modern high-resolution screens. To address this, we are making sure every screen looks natural not only in low resolution, but also in high resolution, plus adjusting map where needed and actively improving the UI. The final improvement is quality of life. It's true that early MapleStory contained many elements that would feel inconvenient by today's standards. We believe the game should be comfortable and enjoyable to play for everyone. That is why we are adding features like bottom jump from the start and actively bringing in many of the quality of life improvements already available in the latest GMS. So far, we've talked about what classic world we improved from early MapleStory. Now, to wrap up, let's look at how it will continue to expand in the future. But first, let's watch a short video.
Yo, that new area looked pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know how I feel about the skill changes. Like, I know skills need changes, but if you even upgrade them like a little bit to be too OP back then is just a lot. Like, even just a little bit upgrade to skills back then is a lot. So it's gonna be weird to see how they.
Our plan is not only to restore content from early MapleStory, but also to expand Classic World with unique content of its own. Let's take skills as an example. If you've tried today's demo, you probably played one of the 10 second job classes. In the process of restoring early MapleStory and redesigning each job skill set, we are actively improving low utility skills or even replacing them with brand new ones. And that's not at all. We are also creating brand new areas that didn't exist in early MapleStory. To kick things off, we'd like to introduce Forgotten Hollow, a dormant world near the World Tree of Victoria Island. By adding new areas, we can finally continue the unfinished story of Manji and Archon as well. We are preparing many more original features unique to Classic World beyond what we've introduced today. We can't reveal everything here, but we think you will have plenty to look forward to. We shared a lot today about what kind of game Classic World will be. But more than anything, What matters the most of us is building classic world together with Maplers and shaping it into the game you want it to be. Restoring early MapleStory to what it once would not be a difficult task, but that alone would not make it the game Maplers truly want. There are still many things we have not finalized, and even what we showed today can be adjusted if better ideas come along. We want to listen to your feedback and create the classic world that our Western Maplers are hoping for. So please continue to share your thoughts and ideas with us. All right, then I will hand the mic back over to Inkwell. Inkwell?
Okay. Okay, all right. Let me share a lot about classic world. What do you think? Do you like it? Yeah? Sounds great. For MapleCon 2025, we prepared a demo so that as many of you as possible could try out classic world today. I hope a lot of you had the chance to play and enjoy this. That brings us to the end of today's presentation about Global MapleStory Classic World, but I'm sure the question on everyone's mind is, when can I play this one? When, right? Yeah, we have already developed a lot of the game as you play today, as you saw, so technically, we could launch right now. However, I believe it's more important to reach a level of quality and content that will make our players, Maplers, feel it's truly ready. That's why we ran small-scale play tests in June and September this year to test what we have built so far and hear your feedback. We are announcing this here for the very first time. A closed online test is planned for early next year. Here's the good news. We'll also run a limited recruitment later, but everyone who joined us today at MapleCon 2025 will get exclusive access first. So I think some of you may have felt today's demo was a little too short, but I hope next year's closed online test will give you plenty of time to play. So we are not just reviving the game, but also remaking many parts of the game, and we are putting our best effort to deliver a more polished classic experience. More details about the closed online test will be shared in the future, so we ask for your continued interest and support. Thank you for your
Yeah, that's a big L. They're dragging this on too long. Like, bro, we're getting older. What you mean we gotta wait till next year to play the play test, and you just told us you could release it? Like, what does that even mean? Because then GTA 6 is going to come out. So they're either going to release it at the end of 2026 or 2027. You know what I mean? So major L. Major L. You see the whole chat on the side saying L.
Thank you for staying with us through today's presentation. We are always grateful for your support and interest, and we hope you continue to look forward to Global MapleStory Classic World in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Neon and Inkwell. One more. Thank you. All right. Everyone have their numbers out? Good. Your passports. I love that. Okay. The first two winners. 422-837.
Wow, guys, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty disappointing. I mean, I thought they hyped it up so much, they were acting like they were about to release it right then and there. You know what I mean? Like he shouldn't have said that it was ready to release. That was no bueno. But honestly, Rin's about to get released anyway, so we're gonna be playing that. So you know what I mean? It's whatever. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna be back on the next announcement. I don't know what it is. See what the next announcement is. So, oh, that was the last announcement. Whoa, that was the last announcement, guys. Oh my God, I guess MapleCon is done. That was crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and look at Rin. Let's go look at the Rin release and see what we got going on. The Athlia saga. Athlia.
The saga would be GMS's own independent story. This organization, when and how it was created, is still shrouded in mystery. And they operate in such secrecy that no one in Maple World knows of their existence.
개인적 요소들은 중국 조선시대 당시
A pink-haired character
나고 늠름한 장
I'm not gonna lie. I wish the outfits for the fighters or whatever Athlia was a little bit better.
Without worrying about
So
inventory
we
space.
can restore equipment. We got Rin, we got Star Forcing, we got a lot, and then we got this box right here. Every little precious thing, title tradable with an account, and then can be used after 11/12. So this is going to be something that you're probably going to be using on your thing. What is a mystical familiar card? You know what? I need to look that up because I'm not very good with familiars, guys. I'm not. Let's look at that real quick. Okay, so it just resets your familiars rank, right? Like I don't even know why they gave that out. I ain't even got familiars. Dang, boy.
In appreciation of your support.
Okay, so we got the magnificent growth potion. That's good. I wonder if they posted what those things were. So if we're gonna go over to Nixon real quick. Is it even gonna show us what's in the box? It probably isn't gonna show us low key. We'll actually switch to my main real quick. And then we'll probably finish leveling up this character today here in like an hour or two. But I think I'm gonna stop streaming and then restart. We'll see how I'm feeling. Let me know in the comment below, guys. Some maple pad. Whoa, what is all this? Where is Maple Admin? Okay. It might not be out yet, guys. Did they get rid of Dimensional Mirror? Oh. What is going on? What is this? I'm so confused. They got rid of Dimensional Mirror, so I can't... Okay. Oh. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. For the video, I guess I'm gonna start stream. I may not. I don't know what I'm gonna do today, guys. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want me to do.
During the period shown on the screen.
Well, you can't even claim it right now. Yeah, you still gotta wait like 2 days.
To claim your gift.
Yes, congratulations! Remember, cheering gives you good karma. So what do we say? Congratulations! Perfect. All right. Are you ready? All right, wait, yes, spin. Okay, Otakim. You gave us such beautiful monster designs. Now we need beautiful raffle tickets.